There's no such thing as work-life balance. None! Learn to be super successful. Subscribe to my channel, Meathead. Story about stuttering. When I was running around making 5-8 presentations a day, raising money even if we didn't need it, Baring Brothers, the great old investment bank from, I don't know, 1650 or whatever, was one of our major shareholders, along with the Bank of England, the Church of England, the Kuwaitis, etc. And if the big hitter was going to be at the presentation, I used to go give it myself. So I'm informed Lord Baring was going to be there himself. So we went to and this is before Baring Brothers got fucked up and they lost 7 billion pounds in one day and they sold the company for $1 or €1 or something. So I'm making the presentation, and this is in the flip chart days. And I give the presentation, and in those days, the presentation would start at 1. I went to about 2, answer questions to 2:30, and then we'd have lunch, big lunches, pork, all kinds of shit, cigars, and then you used to go for a nap after lunch. The European style is when you have a guest, especially an important guest, which I was perceived to be, you'd walk them to the elevator, walk them to the lift. So Lord Baring and I are walking down this hall about as long as this room is, all the way to the other end. And on both sides, they've got Van Goghs and Renoir paintings, and tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions. No security, no nothing. So as we get to the lift, and I back into the lift, like a Alfred Hitchcock movie, here's the doors, and I back in. I said, just as I'm backing, I said, Lord Baring, is there anything that I can do to make my presentation more succinct, etc.? And he leaned into the elevator and says, Mr. Peña, learn how to stutter. And then the elevator closed. So the elevator's going down from the 8th or 9th floor, and I'm saying, what the fuck's this old fuck thing learn how to stutter? And what he was saying is I was too slick. And I was a slick cocksucker. 5 months later, I'm back, like selling pencils again with my hand out looking for money. And I started, and Peter Gunn, who was the chief investment officer, and they were all there. And they used to bring in a lot of juniors because I was considered entertainment. Because I was a world-class speaker, and I was gonna, and I could more or less prognosticate the future, as top of markets, etc. So I started a presentation, Lord Baring, and everybody just roars. And then Gunn, chief investment officer, stood up and says, "We're going to take up our rights. That means they're going to take up their portion of the shit I'm selling, whatever I was peddling at the time." It might have been preferred shares at that time in my career. And so then we went off to lunch and got fucked up like normal. But I was too slick. That won't be your problem, kids. There's nobody in this room that's even remotely too slick. And yet I practiced